Hello, I am super excited today to bring to you this awesome video, one of my best videos on how to make red wine or grape wine at home using the simplest ingredients that you can get. This process can take you just 21 days, but believe me, it's worth it. So welcome to my food history, and I, your variety chef, is going to show you the simplest way to make red wine at home. Relax and enjoy this video. So for this video, you need about 250 grams ripe grapes. If you want to make a larger batch, you can increase the quantity of the grapes you are to use. So first you have to boil water and then let the water cool down to a lukewarm temperature. Then you use this water to wash the grapes. After washing the grapes, you transfer the grapes on a clean, dry kitchen towel and dry the grapes. So make sure that you dry the grapes before going on to the next step. And here you have some of the spices that we're going to use for this wine making: the black pepper, the cinnamon, the cardamom, the cloves, and the dry ginger. And you also need 125 grams of sugar. So now to your glass jar, you're going to be adding, or you're going to put in, the ripe grapes. So when you put in the ripe grapes, you're going to go on and mash these grapes. Make sure that throughout this process you'll be using wooden paddle. Don't use stainless steel or rubber in the process of mashing or mixing these grape ingredients or these wine ingredients. After mashing the grapes, you add in about 12 grams of whole wheat. Next, add in all the spices that you have been shown in the initial time. Then you add in the sugar. So for this video, like I said, I used 125 grams of granulated sugar. After adding the sugar, you mix everything thoroughly using the wooden paddle. Mix everything thoroughly. Now to a separate container or plate or whatever you want to use, make sure it is clean. Measure out about 2 grams of baker's yeast and add 1/8 cup of lukewarm water. So use this to mix the yeast. So once you are done mixing the yeast, you add the yeast to the grape jar. To add color to our wine, we'll be using beetroot. So this beetroot, you can buy it in the market or in some supermarket or local market around you. So you just have to slice and take a part of it. We're not going to use all of it. Then you peel it. After peeling the beetroot, go on, wash it, then slice it and boil it. Make sure you boil it in water. So you boil it with about 220 grams of water. After that, you sift the water or you filter the water. So after filtering the beetroot water that you've boiled and allowed to cool, You measure out about 100 grams of this water and add into the jar or the grape jar and mix thoroughly. Cover the jar loosely and tie again loosely with a clean towel. Make sure you don't tie this too much because the yeast inside this is going to react, and if it reacts while the container or the jar is tightly closed, it might cause the jar to burst, especially if your jar is not a strong one. So make sure you don't tie it too tight, but tie it loosely. Then you're going to set this aside in an undisturbed cool place and make sure you keep on stirring this for every 24 hours. So after every 24 hours you stir it, then cover it again. So this is the first day of fermentation before stirring. You can see how beautiful this has fermented. Wow. So you go on, stir it, cover it again and keep it where it won't be disturbed. So you're going to repeat this process of stirring, covering and all that for 21 days. But it doesn't mean that you must be stirring it every day. You may choose to make it at intervals, like maybe every 3 days or every 4 days and thereabout until the 21 day is completed. But believe me, don't bother, it's worth it. It's worth it. And this is how it looks on the 6th day of fermentation. So I also stirred it and then covered it and kept it where it's supposed to be. And on the 20th day, look how beautiful this is. Wow. On the last day, we are ready to filter out our wine. Beautiful. So you go on, stir it thoroughly, then you filter the wine. So at this point you can go on and drink and enjoy your wine once after filtering it. But also, if you wish to make it more clearer, you can go ahead to do what we call wine stabilization and clarification. So maybe in my next video I'm going to do wine stabilization and clarification, so you understand what I meant by clarifying in wine. But for now, please go on and enjoy this wine. Yes, this wine has about 5% alcohol. When you taste it, or when you do it and taste it, you understand what I meant. Thank you for watching my video till this moment. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like my videos, comment and share my videos. See you in my next video. Bye bye.